Hi, I'm Matt Nesto, the editor-in-chief at PYMNTS.com. I'm joined today by Cory Gaines. He's the chief product officer at Blackhawk Networks. Great to see you, Cory. Thanks for coming on
Great to
PYMNTS.
see you,
Appreciate
Matt.
it very much.
Thanks for having me on.
So we're talking about the best way to elevate payments to kind of create a better, seamless user experience for retailers. Our study recently showed that 63% of consumers say they're more likely to shop at a place that accepts the digital payment that they prefer, that they use. That kind of makes sense. And then almost 3/4 of them said they want to be able to purchase, whether it's online or in store, in that preferred method. So how does that all tie into what you guys do at Blackhawk?
Yeah, there's a lot of similarity. The pandemic really accelerated a lot of digital everything, not just digital payments, because it wasn't just convenience; it was also touchless. And so we played into a lot of these on the gift card front. Since the pandemic began, 59% of consumers surveyed say they either started or increased their use of a digital wallet. You wouldn't have thought that 3 years ago. So I think what we're trying to do on the gift card side is also lean into that and to find opportunities in consumers' daily life where providing a gift card virtually or physically is just as convenient is more convenient actually than going out to a store and having something shipped. So we're taking advantage of these trends just like everybody else.
So what on the retailing side of things, are there challenges that merchants are facing to try to meet these payment preference needs?
I think early in the pandemic and in 2020, I think retailers were caught a little bit off guard and caught behind, but I think many of them rapidly adopted buy online, pick up at the curbside. We actually did a bunch of things around gift cards where you can actually order a gift card and have it added to your shopping basket and delivered to you at home. We found a unique way to activate those cards. So I think retailers that are ahead of the game are thinking about, how do I leverage these digital trends to create a better experience for my shoppers? I think the other thing the retailers are really asking themselves is, what do we do with that retail space in a virtual world? And so I think you're going to see a lot more experiences in these stores in the future than you may have seen in the past.
Let's just drill into that notion of the customer experience, because I mean, are we not talking about either a digital card or a little piece of plastic? I mean, how does the experience, what is the experience that you're looking to streamline like every other business out there?
I think sometimes payments has gone through an evolution of being utilitarian, which means, go to the ATM, take money out, very straightforward transactions, to being almost invisible when you're in consumption mode. And I think when you think about Uber, where you're consuming and the payment or the settlement is an afterthought because it's either done beforehand or done invisibly. I think retailers are going to be faced with the same things. How do I create context and make payments a seamless part of that? So if it's a gifting experience, why not make it really easy to download a couple of Giphies or even record yourself and as an opener to receiving that gift card, or maybe have the gift card on the first transaction, kickback notifications to both the giver and the receiver. Again, making that connection more cemented between the giver and the receiver.
I'm going to enjoy it. I always get corrected because I'm an old school guy and I always say gift card, gift card. And it's really more and more prepaid card, is it not?
Card. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I think, we also began to recognize that a few years ago and said, look, there's other use cases that are relevant to consumers' lives. Consumers as employees need to get rewarded for good work done. And so, using stored value products to incent behavior and reward behavior and drive loyalty. Yeah. These are time-honored aspects of the payment business. The question is, how do you evolve those experiences so they are seamless and generate as much convenience and simplicity as I think consumers have come to expect?
Are there certain industries, geographies, maybe countries that are doing better in terms of delivering a better user experience than others?
I think if you look to the East, particularly in markets like Hong Kong and Singapore, Indonesia, India, where self-use is much stronger than in the United States or on the Western side. And self-use means that people are committed to these products and they're trying to find ways to use them over and over again. So they've adopted things like digital wallets at a much rapider pace. They use social. A lot of commerce happens over social and some of the social networks in these areas. So, QR codes in retail, another thing that they've really leaned into, particularly in Indonesia, it's really bringing digital into a physical environment. I think there's a lot of innovation happening in the East that will then start to sprinkle over into the United States.
I know, just on a personal level, I know one of the frustrations with prepaid or gift card cards that I've had is that little balance, that little lingering balance. And then you get 4, 5, 6 of them, you got to call up and this and that. What is your solution to that? I think we've talked about this before, but I mean, I'm not alone in that frustration and that friction.
Yeah, sometimes that balance remains. It's not as often as you think. Actually, many people that you redeem gift cards end up spending more at the retailer than what's on the gift card. So but in the cases where those balances are small, we have to provide more convenient cash out options for consumers, which is something that we'll look at, because we're always trying to evolve our payment platform to be flexible and to connect people in the way that they naturally connect. And so that little balance is not a great reflection that somebody got the maximum value out of that gift. That's something I think we'll try to address as we improve experiences down the road.
I think there's some nonprofits out there that are trying to help you do that as well. They're looking to sop those things up and make it really easy for
donate to change and things like that. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah. Are there other areas that are evolving that are kind of on your mind here now, that as we discussed the payment landscape and all the things that are changing as we transition to yet another era of challenges and economic headwinds, this time inflation based and consumers looking to stretch a buck?
Yeah, I think, I guess a couple things. I think you are going to see self-use go up higher in some of these Western states, particularly as the financial situation is uncertain for a lot of people. The other thing that we're really spending a lot more time on now is ESG, environmental, social, and governance. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of things that we do that I think does impact our social net that we're part of. So we're looking at, how do we kind of keep down the level of plastic that we put onto J-hooks, look at our communications, look at our data centers. How do we, basically provide as efficient a clean impact on the environment around us? And I didn't think that would have a big impact on gift cards. But gift cards are a tactile, many times a thing you touch and feel and hang on to. So it's making sure that we retain that feel, but do it in an environmentally friendly way. And then we try to lean into virtual so we can create the same type of experiences in a non-face-to-face, environment.
It's a big retrain, I know, because I like to hand something to the recipient, and I don't know, what do you get, like a biodegradable card, a cardboard card? I mean, I don't know. I'm sure you guys are looking at it.
There are cards out there that you can plant and have them grow into flowers. Yes.
I like that. All right, cool. Cory, anything we overlooked today that's on your mind that you feel is, timely and pertinent to our?
No, I think, watch this space. I think machine learning is and AI is already impacting how we, mitigate risk. I think QR codes, kind of old school tech is now having a low resurgence because people are getting comfortable with this type of thing. And I just think the continued tokenization of our products into digital form factors is going to make it easy for us to get around as a society. So I think this is an exciting space. I would definitely stay close to it.
Awesome. Cory Gaines, CPO at Blackhawk. Great to catch up. Thanks very much. I look forward to crossing paths again down the road.
Same, Matt.
you.